Hey everybody, I'm Billy. Some of you may know me, some of you not so well. And right now we're supposed to be staying home, not socializing. So I figured I'd tell a few jokes, talk with you a little bit, get you to laugh, just something for you to be entertained by. So, as you may or may not know, I am from Illinois, and people ask me, man, you're from Illinois. You guys have high taxes. Why are your taxes so high? Do you guys have like a lot of attractions or anything? It's like, yeah, we have Lincoln stuff. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool history. What else? It's like, yeah, we don't have, like a Disney World or Sea World or theme parks or anything like that that makes Illinois like a state that you want to come and just like check out all the different sites and stuff. It's like, hey man, I can take you across the street right now and show you some corn and some beans too. Be pretty cool. It'd be a fun time, right? But then you hear them say, "Well, you know what? This new tax, it's the tax increase is going to go to the roads." You know, oh yeah, we have this new tax we're implementing to go to the roads. You walk outside, look at our roads, and go, bullshit, right? You don't even need a fun house in Illinois. Just go drive on our roads. You'd be like this, up and down, up and down. It looks like someone like took a kid from Tycoon, made a theme park ride, and just let it sit there for 20 years and not have any work done to it whatsoever. That's pretty much our roads here in Illinois. And the people here are great. Don't get me wrong. I've met a lot of amazing people, friends with a lot of cool people. It's not the people that are the problem. Your everyday people that are working, they're cool. Like Illinois is people here just don't give a shit, right? Like they work, they live their lives, they do their thing. But the high taxes have just always been kind of uncalled for. And we joke about it because it really is that bad. And Chicago, I haven't been up there. Nothing wrong, but I've heard the traffic is ridiculous. And I'm one of those people. I get stuck in traffic, and my mind goes elsewhere. I want to get traffic all of me. I'll throw a banana peel out of the back of the car just to see if they slip like in Mario Kart, and I can just keep going, and not have as many cars behind me. So that's why I don't want to go to Chicago because I hate or big cities like that. Like I don't mind going for concerts or events, but I don't want to be stuck in traffic. I don't want to be stuck for like 10 minutes behind somebody, right? I grew up in a small town, and so you might have been stuck at a stop sign for a few minutes, or if there was construction, you might have had to go a block over, but I could just walk everywhere because it was such a small town, right? I'm from Franklin, 600 people, great town, great people there, but nothing to do, right? You can walk around, you play baseball, stuff like that. And one thing about Illinois is winter is coming and snow will get here and everyone kind of freaks out the first snow of the year because like it's almost like we've never driven on snow before. Everybody's guilty of it, or most people at least. And one thing though I do like about Illinois, you go to the store anywhere, and if say the ground's covered in snow, everyone makes their own parking spot and there's still space for everyone to get out. But if the snow melts, it looks like we have some weird allergy. We are allergic to yellow lines. Speaking of allergies, I wasn't going to talk about this, but why not? As you get older, your bodies change, right? Mine's been weird. It's not like I'm allergic to regular food like peanut butter or stuff, which thank God I'm not because I love peanut butter. But if I was allergic to peanut butter, that's half my food gone, right? Like peanut milkshakes, which I just had. But white rice, I have an intolerance to white rice, and then red dye. And I have to explain that to people. They're like, oh, you can't eat ketchup? No, I can eat ketchup, mayo, tomato, anything with red dyes, like red, purple, Gatorade and stuff. It's right. It's like my body, it's like an engine light comes on, and it's nothing you can fix, right? So like I used to have reflux, and now I'm dealing with food allergies. It's like, man, this guy's weird. This guy's really, really weird. And yeah, I'm a little bit weird. The holidays are coming up, and you don't need to tell me twice, right? Like think like you have Halloween, we get to dress up as somebody else, and even though that's not considered a holiday by everybody, I get to dress up as someone weird or different and be in character for a day, right? It gives me an excuse just to have some fun. I really enjoy that. Oh, Thanksgiving. Hey, you get to sit down and eat and not be judged. I would love that every day. And then the people are like, oh, he's getting more. Shut up, Uncle Jim. I just saw you take your fork and eat out of the container, but I didn't say anything about it, right? And my grandpa, bless his heart, he was awesome. He would go in and, you know, we, I lived with them for 4 years, right? They're awesome people, but didn't like cooking too much. But sometimes grandma and I would cook something and he would eat the heck out of it. So, it's one of those things where I get to eat, not be judged, and that is awesome. Christmas, best part about it is getting gifts for other people, but it gets really hard. Nobody knows what they want anymore. It's like, hey, I want a gift. It's like, why don't I just give you a gift card? But then they're like, oh, that's not thoughtful. That's not thoughtful. What do you want? It's less than a month from Christmas, and I don't know what you want. Like, what do you want from me? It's really, really difficult, and I need to be figuring that out, by the way. So yeah, we have all these different holidays. We have a holiday for love. We have Valentine's Day, right? Like that should be just you should appreciate your significant other every day, right? Like I'm all for that. Go out, have a nice meal, have sex, whatever. That's cool. Dating. Oh my gosh. Okay, this topic. So I've dated cool people, right? Like I have nothing bad to say about the people I've actually dated. But sometimes talking to people that you meet, obviously now if they have COVID, you're meeting online first generally, and you talk for a while, kind of get the feel out process, see where you're at on perspectives and stuff. But it's really bad, like really, really bad. It's like, well, Billy doesn't have, he's not really that complicated. Like, he hasn't been arrested 5 times, he doesn't do drugs, he just doesn't have that much going for him. Like, it's not that exciting. Like, I want someone that's been arrested a bunch of times. Like, oh no, I can fix him. It'll be different. He's had 4 different girlfriends, a kid with each. But no, this will be different. He won't go to jail. He'll be changed. He'll be a better person. That this is yeah. He's just not that complicated. Oh my God. Like literally, that is how it seems a lot of the times. And it's like, yeah, I want a relationship. Finally, you meet someone, you talk to someone like, yeah, I want a relationship. And then you start talking. And then you're like, you know what? I just have so much going on in my life right now. I am so overwhelmed. The last thing I can think about is dating. Then why the hell are you on a dating site wasting my time and other guys' times? And the only good thing that could come out of it, maybe after maybe you delete your account afterwards. Like, good lord, people and women and men are both guilty of it. They overcomplicate things. You like them, you get along, you go out. You like that, you go out again. Not that difficult. But for some reason, dating is like creating the next missiles to divert a meteor that could damage the earth. It's something like that. It's like rocket science nowadays. I don't understand it. I really don't. Um, you know, it's like, oh, you should see his new girlfriend. She is so hot. Look, she could use her tongue 2 different ways. But what I want to know, and that's cool, fine, awesome, good for you. But what I want to know is, can we go on a vacation for 7 days and after 5 minutes not go, would you just shut up and quit talking? We've been arguing all day. I don't want to, I want to actually be able to go out and enjoy myself. I don't want to be arguing. I want to know, can I spend a week with this person and after a week not go, oh my God, I have to get away from this person. You know what I mean? Can we hang out? Can we have fun? Can we talk together? Can we just communicate and do normal couple things? And I think that is more important than the looks thing. But don't get me wrong, it's cool to be attractive, but you know, I don't need to know that you know how to do different things with your tongue. Cool. That's long term. That's not going to help me out. I want to know, can we sit down and joke together? Couples that fart together stay together. And I'm going to stand by that motto. Socializing. Oh boy. So, my God, guys. I used to go out and hang out with everybody. I was that guy at the party that didn't drink but was still like cool with everyone. Like someone would be drunk, be like, "Oh yeah, tell it how it is," and somebody would be drunk, be like, I really can't stand roadblocks or speed bumps. There's these things in the road. I like drive over them and then I like go up. I remember talking to an older guy one time and he said, yeah, these things in the road, I just speed up and go over them. And I was like, those are called speed bumps. You're supposed to slow down. He's like, I don't need no damn speed bumps. But I just feel like I used to be very, very social, and I would go to parties, people would be drunk, and they would tell me their story, like their life story would open up to me. And I would just be like, I don't know. I really don't know which kind of cake you should buy next time. But you know what? I think you'll figure it out someday, Timmy. Like, it's just encouraging others. And so I used to go out, I would be, my Lincoln Land days. I was in college. It was like, hey, Billy, you want to come over and play flashlight tag? When? 1 hour, get over here. Hell yeah. And see, my family wanted like notification. They wanted a day or two warning, like, hey, you're going to be out? Okay, just let us know a day or two in advance. Well, that's not how my friends work. Some of them are planners, but most of them aren't like me. They're like, hey, this was the call I get. I get off work at 9 o'clock. Hey, Billy, 10 o'clock, movie starts. Get your ass across town. See you then. We'll go get food afterwards. Okay, sounds good. But hey, I'm going to go to a movie. Oh, you are? Yeah, I'm going to a movie. Oh, well, okay. And usually it wasn't that big a deal. My dad's pretty chill. He was like, yeah, I just want a little bit more notice. I understand that, but my friends do not operate like that. So a lot of times I would try to figure out like what was going to happen, but you know, my friends don't think out sometimes. Some of them, it's like, yo, 30 minutes, be there or be square. It's like, what does that even mean? I'm going to be turned into a square. I don't like this idea. But and I used to go out all the time. Now I'm just that weird guy that stays in his apartment. And part of it is COVID, part of it's not. I have my own apartment again, and I've just been like doing my thing. And people must think I am just absolutely crazy because I'm so used to being on my own now that when I'm around people, it's kind of like a shock that hits you. It's like, whoa, you're around people for the first time in a while. Now I understand like social anxiety. I used to not get it. I didn't understand. I would go to the front row of like a concert and just like listen to music, get close to the stage, like, yeah, this is tight. How can anybody not like this? Now I'm looking around constantly. My friend and I went to a Point Fest one year, and there was this guy. He was in a kilt and he had like a beard going on. He had the Charles Manson look, and he had these crazy eyes. He goes, "Hey man, are you guys security?" My friend and I are like, "No." He's like, "Oh, cool." And he pulled out a pipe and just started lighting it. And so I grabbed my friend by the shirt collar because he was staring at her weird, like almost like a borderline. Well, it was uncomfortable. So I grabbed her by the shirt collar of the shoulder, and I just like walked away. I'm like, no, we're getting away from this Charles Manson looking guy. And there are people dancing, face planting. They're like, woo, yeah. Like I don't need that to have a good time. But people must think I'm weird because at like 10 o'clock at night, you'll hear screaming coming from my apartment. Ah, like that. I'll be playing Dead by Daylight and I'll be playing as the killer where you have to hook people and you'll hear screaming. So they must just think I am just the craziest person ever. And another thing too is that I am very easily entertained now. Like, what I'm talking about, right? So like I'll be on YouTube and I'll watch a movie trailer for a new movie coming out that looks good. We recommend this to you. Next thing you know, it's like an interview with the actors from that film. Okay, kind of normal, cool. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, here is a cute cat video. Watch that. Oh, here's a video on how to make cat puppets. Here's a video on cat puppets fighting. Here's a video on cats fighting puppets. And it's just, and then I end up watching like, oh, how Fisher gutted or stuff like that. It's a loophole, a rabbit hole that just never ends. I could literally go from watching a historical documentary to what goblin farts smell like in a matter of, in like 20 minutes without any sort of transition. And that's the way my conversations are too. Like, hey man, did you file your taxes yet? No, not yet. I'm getting there. And then next thing you know, we're like, oh, how's your day been? We're talking about what we ate. Oh, yeah, man, I went to Dairy Queen, had a burger, shake. Awesome. What did you have? Oh, I went to Hardee's and had some chicken. Okay, cool. Then it's like, oh, did you play any good video games lately? Yeah. I went and played some Halo. Oh, yeah, I played some Gears, played some Horde mode. Awesome. Then it's like, man, what would it be like? Like, what would it sound like if a dragon and a sheep had sex? I don't know, man, but it would be very bad. So it's just like these weird no transitions, unicorns to butt stuff. And there's no transitions. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that I have these conversations and I have a sign that says, weird people come talk to me. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. But, anyone who says they have the life together, that's bullshit. You may have it a little more together than some people, but we're all just figuring this thing out as we go. Be careful this Christmas and warn all your grandmas not to go out. Make sure they get the jump and they run over the reindeer so you can eat some deer jerky. That is all I've got for you. I hope you had a few laughs. And as I do this more, I will be right. Today I just freeformed it, didn't really have a script. I just had a list of topics. I will be writing up some jokes, testing them, and that sort of thing. But I just wanted to have some fun with you guys and entertain you for 15 short minutes. Take 15 short minutes of your time and share some laughs. I'll be back.